Hello and welcome to Wisdom Wednesday. My name is Robin Finney. I'm your Oracle, Intuitive, and Authenticity Guide. And every Wednesday I come to you live to bring you a message. So I am excited to dive in this week. It's a big week. So just to start out and let you know, if you watch Wisdom Wednesdays every week, or you catch the replays, or you chime in every now and then, and you have a curiosity or a pull to Oracle cards, then I'm so excited to let you know that I have opened registration for the next round of Intro to Oracle cards. This is a course that I created in 2020, and I've run it several times live, and then I kind of took a pause from it to just regroup and kind of go through, spend some time in my own practices and kind of up leveling that. And so I'm really excited to launch a new up leveled course. So I've got some new teachings that I'll be offering, and yeah, just some really great ways for you to engage with your cards and really show you how Oracle cards can be a support for you and a tool to support your spiritual practices, to support others in your life, your clients as well, if you have your own business and you're in that realm, and just how you can use it in your daily life as well. So if you're interested at all in that, I invite you to click the link in the description to learn more. And I have an early bird rate running through March 22nd for those who register, and there's two different options. There's a standard option and a VIP option. So reach out if you have any questions. I would love for you to join. It's such a fun course. It's one of my favorite things to lead. And yeah, so please let me know if you have any questions. So I wanted to extend that invitation. And today I'm pulling from the Enchanted map. I pulled from this a couple weeks ago. This is my newest deck that I've purchased. So we're going to tune in and see what message wants to come. There's a lot of energy flying this week. I don't know about you, but those of you in the Northern Hemisphere and not in Arizona or Indiana who experience daylight savings, and I think other parts of the world may have gone through it too. But it's been intense this week. Like, my sleep has just been, it's amazing how just 1 hour can like throw you off. So my sleep's been kind of like all over the place. And then last night I was so tired and I was just looking forward to going to bed, and I woke up at 3:50 a.m. and I've been awake ever since. So that's just the energy I'm channeling. And there's also a full moon on Friday, so I know there's a lot moving, so you may be feeling that energetically as well. But okay, so we're going to dive in, and I invite you, if you're watching live or if you're catching the replay, chat in and type in if you're live and say hi, or if you're catching the replay, hashtag replay. And just take a moment to tune in and take a deep breath. And release. And from this space, we're going to tune in and ask what message will support you most with where you are right now and what you need to hear this week. So from that space, I invite you to choose a number, 1, 2, or 3, knowing that whichever number you choose, the message will be here to support you, and you'll be able to listen to that message from your space, and then also listening to the other messages to see if anything else is in alignment for you. So choose your number, drop it in the comments so I know, and we'll tune in. And then also let me know how the message resonates for you right now this week. So, okay, so I'm tuning in for our number ones. See what message wants to come. And one of the things, this card just flew out, one of the things I talk about in Intro to Oracle cards are the various ways that you can pull cards. So I like to do a shuffle and have the cards kind of reveal itself, but there's multiple ways you can do that. So that's one of the things we learn. Okay, so for my number ones, your message this week is intention. And I love the synchronicity of 2-2. Since we're in 2022, so that's really, really fun. I've been seeing twos a lot lately. Okay, so this is for my number ones. Intention. Deliberate, clear intentions have the power to change your world. Your objectives will be fulfilled at this time. Inspired intentions are like magic arrows shot into the sky. The universe is bringing you a gift, showing you that you are hitting your mark. Recognize that you're not the one who has to do all the work. However, others help you co-create reality. You connect to the power of your intention, sending it out into the field, then allow for synchronicity to work its magic. Perhaps the good intentions of others will inspire you to send out beautiful ones of your own. Own the life you want to lead and live deliberately with clarity and detachment. So this is a really beautiful message for my number ones. And for those of you who practice, like I practice yoga on a regular basis, and I always set an intention when I get on my mat. And I like to do this as well for my day. And so an intention is really, think of it as a purpose and what you hope to gain and get out of the experience, out of the day. Maybe you have an event or something coming up and you really want to create an intention, or you have a conversation with someone, or you're getting together with someone and you really want to create an intention around how that will go. So intentions can be very powerful and they bring about so many synchronicities. So show up inside of that. I love that it's deliberate, clear intentions have the power to change your world. So be clear, be very say okay, today I am intending, I will say I'm intending to have 12 students register for Intro to Oracle cards. That is my intention to hold space for, and that's what I'm calling in. So that is a beautiful intention, and I invite you to find what intention you have for this week. So that's for my number ones. For number twos out there, let's see. Ooh, number two's mountain. I love that light pouring down. Okay, so for number twos, your message for this week: you have the capacity to flow around any obstacle. This is the time to adapt. Sometimes you'll come across what appears to be an insurmountable obstacle, like a huge mountain that separates you from your success. You might think that climbing it or chiseling away at it is the answer. But why take such a treacherous, tedious approach? Be like the rivers that flow around mountains naturally. You'll move past this obstacle relatively quickly if you choose the easy way around. This is the time to adapt to your circumstances. If you decide to climb, remember to take one step at a time, opting for the next right action. So for my number twos, your message is the mountain, and I like that it says to take the I think it said the clear path or the quick path, easy way around. Because so often, how often do we intentionally, talk about intention, do we intentionally or not even intentionally choose the harder path? Because that's what we're used to. When it's like you may be driving and there's a detour, but then you look and you're like, oh, but there's a straight path ahead. I don't have to go that way. I don't have to wait in this line and in this traffic. So think about that with any obstacles you're facing right now, and know that you're working through it, and it's not going to last long. It's going to pass quickly, and so it's a time for you to adapt to that so that you can just gain that strength and continue to move forward. So that is for my number twos. And finally, for the number threes this week, let's see. Whew. Man, these are really flying out today. Love it. Okay, so for my number threes, you got the Ghostlands. I'll show it this way. You got the Ghostlands card, and it was actually reversed. So there's a special message that's read when the cards are reversed. So I will show that. Or read that message to you. So this is for the number twos, and the intention around this card is: you can learn from the past and imagine a beautiful future, but you must live in the here and now. When the Ghostlands card appears reversed, it's a sign that you're wandering in an emotional and intellectual place with no real substance. There's no point longing for that which is already gone or hasn't happened yet. Perhaps you've created a fantasy of the good old days, or some elusive utopian destination that lies somewhere in the future when this or that happens to make things better. Live one day at a time. Each day is a new beginning filled with truth and beauty. Stay away from the ghostlands of past and future. Avoid nostalgia and longing for something better. Find joy in what is present in your life today. So for my number threes out there, you may be faced with a situation where maybe you're feeling a bit unsettled right now, or you have something that you're looking forward to in the future and you're like, okay, I'm ready for it to get here. Maybe you've been working towards something and you finally feel like things are coming to fruition and you're just like, you want to skip ahead. Or maybe you're feeling nostalgic and you're kind of like stuck in the past and you're wanting to look backwards. So this card is really inviting you to be present, to be here and now. And I spent a couple weeks actually sitting with this message, this exact message. I pulled it for myself a few weeks ago, and I really sat with the part that invites you to each day is a new beginning filled with truth and beauty. And sitting inside of that really allowed me to be in the here and now, in the present moment, being more appreciative. So even when things aren't going the way that we hoped or wish, we can still appreciate. And I had, if you buy Yogi teas, they always have like a quote or a saying or something on the little paper of the tea bag. And so I got one the other day that said, what can I appreciate in this moment? And that's what I've been practicing lately. So anytime, no matter what, but especially in those moments when I'm kind of like in a spiral, in negative self-talk or something, I'll pause and say like, okay, what can I appreciate in this moment? And sometimes it may just be coming back to your breath and taking a deep breath in and being able to appreciate the fact that you are alive, that you are breathing, and that your breath is carrying you. And your breath is actually the most beautiful aspect that can bring you back to the present. And that's what I talked about yoga at the beginning with setting intentions. And it's the same thing when you're on your mat. Your breath is what fuels you and moves you through all of the postures. So when you do find your mind kind of going all over the place and you're stuck in the past or looking ahead to the future, stop and take 3 deep breaths and see how that feels and notice if it changes anything for you. So that's the message for my number threes. Really beautiful messages this week. Intention, mountain, and being in the here and now. Those are all really powerful, potent messages. And I invite you to just take some time to sit with the message and what wants to come, and and drop any questions that you may have in the comments, and I'd love to hear. So thank you so much for tuning in, whether you're tuning in live or catching the replay. And again, if you're interested in joining the next round of Intro to Oracle cards, I would absolutely love to have you and your beautiful energy be a part. Reach out to me if you have any questions whatsoever. I'm committed to holding space and just creating a really inspiring environment and safe environment, because it's deep. This is Oracle cards. When you step into it, it really allows you to see yourself on a deeper level. And so I really hold and curate a safe space for my students who come in so that they feel like they are seen and heard and known and can really be in the safety of a container. So that is my invitation to you. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your week. Take care of your energy, and spring is coming. I'm so excited. If you're in the northern hemisphere, and autumn coming in the southern hemisphere. So seasons are changing, which is really, really exciting. So much love to all of you this week. Have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day and rest of your week.